Slime. How to love. Wasn't these the things that maybe your mom and dad and your parents were supposed to teach you growing up when you were a kid? How to tie a tie, how to boil an egg?
This new generation.
Yeah.
It wasn't handed to them. They wasn't taught.
Well,
they
who's
didn't
wearing
learn
ties anymore?
A lot of ties are actually coming back. How to save money, how to write a check. Well, forget checks because nobody writes checks anymore, right?
I haven't written one in probably 18 years.
How to get a passport. And this
Good
one
question.
and this one here is how to play poker and get rid of bed bugs. I don't know why those two are together.
Does it come from Nevada?
Maybe so, but so what's happened with our education, even in the house, because this is the kind of stuff you just learned growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
So how do we solve that? First off, we get rid of Common Core.
Well, you got to get back to some basics.
Yeah, but what are the basics?
More one-on-one communication with your children. I mean, how to boil an egg. I mean, I was doing that when I was a youngster. 3 minutes and you're done.
I was 8 and in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I was cooking for myself.
I wasn't
No,
a
seriously,
good
I
cook.
got 8 in the kitchen
I didn't learn any
You
of
got
that.
8?
before I was 11.
I didn't learn any of that. It took me an hour to cook minute rice.
I hope it was at real low heat.
Yeah.
Real low. Like a match.
Guys, what's going on with this country, with this world, with this planet, with the people that are writing and changing history, and now that all these statues have been taken down, are you feeling better? What has changed in your life? Zero. You guys are still hooked on this for your workout, your education. You're talking to the person across the table on your date or your family member on a phone rather than to their face.
Well, here it is. I got the answer. 56 million people have already turned away from network and cable TV. The tie to TV.
Good.
Okay? What they've turned to is this. The smart, the iPad,
It's going everywhere.
the notebook.
We live for right now. We
56
want
million people.
Information right now, and that's what that thing gives you access to.
And this has
Whether the
created all of our
information is
evil.
credible or not is irrelevant.
Well, you don't know what's credible on here or what's
You
not
don't.
credible when you look at it. And when you when you're 14 years old, or you're 12, or you're 9, or you're 29, because your brain isn't completely completed for men. It takes about 26 to 29 for that front lobe to get completely grown out. Women happens earlier, but nobody knows what's true and what's not true anymore. Fake news, CNN, Fox, they all have an agenda.
And everything that you look at on this phone is being looked at by at least 4 other entities.
Absolutely.
They have toasters, refrigerators, dishwashers that listen to your conversation. They want you to rat out someone at your family. Look at everything that you're doing in the front and behind it. Don't think it's not true. It's proven. And the app that you go for Messenger, do some research. You're signing off 6 pages of your pass codes, your videos, your emails, your text, your voice, anything that you say, Google, search, look at, talk about is all going to another source.
And that bridges to accountability. Hillary Clinton, shut up and go home. I mean, 40 excuses now? You just were a terrible candidate. No one liked you. The electoral didn't vote for you. You lost. Go home and just shut up. Okay? Every time I turn around, she's blaming somebody else for her problems. Accept the responsibility.
Another eyewitness that was going to testify.
Yeah, well, that too.
The word of the day is not.
Why is a progressive left? Now, there's a difference between liberals, a liberal understanding, and a progressive left. Progressive left are so friggin' violent. Why are they so violent? Why are they so mean? David, tell me why the progressive left is so mean. Now, I'm not talking about liberals because there's a difference. The progressive right or the far right are just as much as violent. Why are we at a society where we treasure extremes like that?
Because that's the way people think. Some people.
They don't think for themselves.
No.
They follow what other people tell them to do.
I talked about that this morning on my show.
I mean, Americans used to meet somewhere down the middle on stuff. We would, you were liberal, you were conservative or Republican or Democrat. We used to meet somewhere down the middle and we could have a conversation without taking baseball bats and AK-47s and shooting ourselves in the street.
Because I don't agree with your narrative, but I'm all about tolerance.
Because you don't agree with my narrative, I'm going to hit you in the nose. You see, that's what ends up happening.
But I'm preaching tolerance. And the word of the day is Nacho. She is still Nacho president.
Yeah.
God.
Gosh, I mean,
she's
really?
a loser.
Well, I think
Move on.
Corrupt, lying,
you
traitor,
guys are going to
bitch.
probably disagree with me on this, but
God.
I think she's coming out with the wrong blame, and I think we should be looking at the system, our voting system, to make sure that it's credible.
You and I have had this conversation, yes.
I don't think it was Bernie. I don't think it was anybody else. I don't think she did a bad job. I think that the whole election was a fraud. And until this investigation is done, there's so many questions that are not answered.
Why do people, I'm going to toss this out because this follows right on the heels of this. Why are people such brand whores? Why does everybody have to have a brand? Why does everybody have to wear the branded clothes, the branded car, the branded lawnmower out in front, the branded?
Because they were told you got to have it.
We live in an age of branding that is consumed. We want to be joining some groups. I mean, this is what it's all about. You see, it just striking harkens back to we've lost control of the family and the society. I mean, we're so tribalistic.
Yeah.
I
mean,
looking for a niche.
I don't fall for that. I always buy mutates, like irregulars, like this one sleeve's longer than the other.
Well,
arms are shorter than the other.
Mutates, buy mutates.
I mean, even this pseudoscience, transgenderism, this pseudoscience, man, what's this all about? Either you're a boy or you're a girl. You can't be mixed up that
You're
way.
You're offending me right now with saying that.
Well, there's one way to
I'm
tell.
But I don't identify with that.
But there's so many different ways that people think. For example, I have a friend that believes that if she pays more for something, it's better.
And then people will value her more because she's wearing the Prada and the Gucci and the Ferragamo and the Chanel and the Porsche and the blah, 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 blah.
I think it's just
even food.
Yeah.
You know? They like the generic stuff, but then now they got the super hygiene, da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, man, ketchup is ketchup.
Yeah, I mean,
okay?
It's crazy.
Right?
And you know
bacon is bacon, man.
Unless it's smoked,
making
manicured.
bacon.
Well, it could be glazed.
I hear you, but you can go to
as long as
Gucci's
it's crispy, I don't
and
care.
spend $100 and walk out with a McDonald's-sized bag of stuff, or you can spend $100 at Trader Joe's and get something, and you can spend $100 at Walmart and get twice as much.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's crap made in China. Excuse me,
Right.
did I say that out loud?
That's okay.
But it's real.
Do you know how to tell a male chromosome from a female chromosome?
No, how?
You pull down their genes.
You know, I'm at the point right now. I'm at the point right now in the Roundup Wound-Up show that I'm getting into a loss of words here because I think I might try that, especially if I'm looking for a transgender. Thank you very
Real quick
much.
on the heels of that, Jesse.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a hormone and a corpuscle?
You tell me.
I ain't never heard of corpuscle.
You and Dan,
I
like,
love
hang out
you guys,
together.
man.
That
I'm sorry we
reminds
haven't
me-
gotten to any callers. We're almost out of time. You guys rock. We see the light.
Who
We're
needs
just-
to call the stuff that we're coming up
That
with?
reminds me of
They're
the two
cracking
worm.
up.
I
that
think Chris
reminds me-
Brown out at the Lakers the other day. I think Chris Brown getting in a fight with some guy in the audience because he didn't want to sit. He sat for the national anthem at the Lakers game and sat there and laughed during the national. Chris Brown, yeah, Mr. Lovable, right? Chris Brown, ass. Anyhow.
He got in a fight?
Yeah, no, he turned around and started a guy heckling him. Hey, man, how come you sat down and you laughing during our national anthem? He gets up, Chris Brown, with all his entourage. I swear, it must have been like Black Lives Matter or the Crips. I don't know. But they start taking this guy on. And, it's like, man, Texas, they can carry swords and guns. Damn it, so should we.
I love the captain or the president of the Cowboys, where if you don't stand up for the anthem, you got another job somewhere else.
Yeah, right on.
How
Even
can
if
you
you don't.
disrespect it and then laugh about
How
it?
can you make $10 million a year and disrespect it? That's the job that's paying
It
you
all
for
started
your
with
livelihood.
Kaepernick or whatever his name is.
It all started with how they're being raised at home today. 30 years ago, 40 years ago, we've gone wrong in our society, and that's the problem.
Morals, ethics,
I don't know how to
values,
solve it.
standards, God, the Bible, the flag, your honor.
Absolutely. Roundup, wound up, man. We're coming to the end of the show. Hey, 5 favorite comedians, stand-up comedians. David Shark Freilich.
Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Stephen Wright, Ralphie May, and Eddie Murphy.
All right. Dan the Man, 5 favorite stand-up comedians.
I pass.
Lee Michaels, 5 favorite stand-up, not comedic actors or improvisational actors.
Well, that's all of them. I mean, they all kind of trans.
Well,
What
that's
are your
okay.
5 favorite? I named
What are your
mine.
5
Yeah.
favorite?
Yeah.
I would have to go with Red Fox,
Nipsey Russell.
Nipsey.
Oh, I love Nipsey.
What's the guy that died recently?
Robin
Jerry
Williams.
Lewis?
No. He was like in Washington D.C. He just died.
Shelley Berman?
Shelley Berman?
No. The black comedian turned activist.
Oh.
Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory.
Oh, the great
Okay.
Dick Gregory. Yeah.
Carlin, of course.
Yeah.
And I got to go with.
Foster Brooks. That's something.
Buddy
I
Hackett.
got to throw Cheeks and Chong in there.
Oh, Cheech and Chong.
yeah.
But they weren't really stand-up.
No, they
though.
didn't do
Yeah.
stand-up.
But they got to be in there, man. I'm sorry. I
No,
gotta go.
he's stand-up. You got to give me one more stand-up. It doesn't have. It can be someone that's gone, someone that's new, someone that's fresh. Or,
What's his name?
Hackett.
Who? Buddy Hackett. Yeah.
Buddy Hackett. Oh, yeah.
Or,
remember Mad
Dangerfield.
World, Buddy Hackett flying the plane, getting drunk with the Jim Backus.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my 5 favorite. George Carlin. Okay. Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Love those 2 guys. I think they were just some of the absolute best comedians ever. I loved early Steve Martin. When he was doing the wild and crazy thing,
Yeah.
The
And
wild
the
and crazy
tomb,
guy.
the Egyptian, right? I loved him. That I loved Robin Williams when he was just doing stand up.
Right.
Okay. I didn't dig the Mork and Mindy stuff. I think he's one of the very best dramatic actors that ever will see. But I loved him when he did the early stand-up, Robin Williams. I absolutely love Cat Williams. Cat Williams is so friggin' funny to me. You know, the little short guy?
Yeah.
He is so charismatic in his face. So we have George, Richard, Robin, and then Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Love the man with the
You
one-liners.
ever heard of Mitch Hedberg?
Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah. Henny
Shecky
Youngman.
Green.
Yeah.
Shecky Green.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. Roundup, wound up. Hey, another day gone by.
Yes.
A great show. David Shark Freilich, what you got coming up for your career, man? What's happening?
Bro, I just got a job offer today in Kentucky. I didn't sign an NDNC, so I can't really talk about it. Just coming off another one with my buddy Errol Sack. I'm getting ready to go down south, do some relief effort with a couple buddies of mine and some trucks and chainsaws and help clear the road and do what we can.
Great.
A little late.
That's great,
than
man.
never. And my heart goes out to all the people that were affected by the last 2 hurricanes, Harvey and Irma. And I think we got another one brewing.
Yeah.
No. Jose's not coming this way because
It's not?
we build a wall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. That 1,000-foot wall. That's right.
I had a Mexican friend that was born with 2 penises, and he called the one on the left Jose. You know what he called the one on the right?
Right.
Hose B.
Dan the man, what are you doing, man?
Just contemplating my next move.
So, Lee Michaels, what you got coming up tomorrow?
I'll be on the air tomorrow at 10 a.m.
There's
right
Lee.
On the
There's
power
Lee.
of voices.com. If I don't die before then from a heart attack from these funny guys.
The Jesse T Show, the Brown Beauty's off duty next week. Roundup, wound up Wednesday, baby. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Never forget 9/11.